friends, hi, welcome. And it's another Sunday night. We're going live tonight and crafting away the Sunday evening. Hopefully it'll de-stress and relax everybody so you don't have to think about going back to work tomorrow. We're just going to have some fun. How is everyone? I see you've all been chatting here for a while. Goodness me, there's a lot of chat tonight. I mean, there seems to be a lot of chat every night that I come on. Which is awesome. I love that you guys are all talking. Goodness me, 6:45, Jenny. That's, I think, the earliest yet. We're going for a record tonight. Yes, Donna, you are correct. There is a free shipping thing coming on Tuesday, and I'm going to be talking about that a bit tonight because my class finishes today. Okay, today is the last day to get in on my online class. So if you are ordering to get the class supplies, you are going to have to put an order in today. Okay, if you're not, if you've already got the class or you're just getting the tutorial, my suggestion is don't order until Tuesday. Please don't order until Tuesday because you'll get free shipping on Tuesday. Okay, you won't get the class on Tuesday, but you will get free shipping. So if you're looking for the class tonight, then definitely do something about that. We're going to talk about it. But otherwise, wait until Tuesday and then you're going to get a better deal on your shipping. You're going to get free shipping. Awesome. Thanks for mentioning it. But yes, my plan was to talk about that. Oh, that's okay, Margaret. We might see you a little bit later then. Hey, Kay. Hi, everybody. I see Cherie's here. How is everybody? Oh, that's nice. Hey, Susan. How is Melbourne tonight? I hope it's not too cold. Cold in Melbourne tonight. Oh, I'm reading your comment. Yes, exactly. We get our fingers moving fast when we're crafting. We won't be cold, right? Or we'll forget that we're cold. Might not stop us being cold, but we'll forget about that. So that's good. Hey, Megan. Nice to see you. Hi, Joan. Hi, Margaret. Thanks for signing up to my newsletter today, Margaret. I added you on, so thank you very much for that. That's pretty cool. For anyone who, I've set up something on, for anyone who goes online and signs up on my newsletter, and there's a sign up form on my blog. I'll put because we're going to need this tonight, I think. I'm just going to put it on the comments and highlight it so that it goes up to my screen. So it's lhiggins.blogspot.com. All right. And what that's all about, if you go there, there's a sign up form over on the right hand side that you can sign up and get a newsletter from me. Now, I used to only newsletter once a week. Here it is up on the screen. Okay. I used to only send newsletters once a week. Once a month. And then Stampin'Up, of course, are really good about bringing out specials and promotions and different things. And then I realized it was actually a lot harder for me to do once a month newsletters because there was always so much to tell everybody and they would take me ages to do those newsletters. Now I'm doing them more often. So every week or 2 weeks, emails are going out. And that means I haven't got put as much in there. You're more likely to read it because it's not so overwhelming. And I think it's better that way, and it keeps us in touch too. So if there's any specials or promotions like the free shipping, I'll be putting a newsletter out about the free shipping tomorrow night. You guys don't need that because you've all heard. Yes, we're well, thank you, and it's evening for us and morning for you, Wendy. Hi, Lynn, nice to see you. Yes. No, well, Subu's not here yet, but she might because it's morning over there. So there. Hey, Pamela, nice to see you. How is Indiana? I believe it's quite warm over there at the moment. I've been talking to my friend Susan in Minneapolis, and she said it's pretty hot. Hey, Sunny. All right. So, yes, I'm going to be sending newsletters out as often as I feel that you guys need to get an update. Because I've had my class running this week, I have sent 3 out in the last week only because I needed to remind people so that tonight is the last night to get the class. You can it doesn't matter where in the world you are, you can do the class. Okay, you can get the tutorial. It's 20 Australian dollars. If you live in the US, that's like nothing at all because our dollar isn't worth very much. But it's actually a pretty good deal if you're over in a lot of other countries. So it's 20 Australian dollars and you get the resources sheet with all the links to the various emails that I've done over the years featuring this technique. You get a PDF with all the dimensions and measurements, and you also get a link to the video tutorial for the class itself. And the good thing about doing a class like this is you just do it in your own time. You don't have to be there at a specified time. You just do it when you're ready, and you can stop it and start it, and you can do a little bit today and a little bit next Monday. So it's a really great way to do a class. Very relaxed, in your own home, no stress. Okay, and you just get to sit down and craft. Now, if you're placing an order to get the class, it's orders over $50. And in that case, I also send you all the supplies, all the cardstock pre-cut. All you've got to do is stamp it, adhere it, and stick it all together. Okay, so, and do the techniques, of course, in this case. Now, techniques this time are white ink. Let me show you the cards really fast, because I know everyone's seen them. This is the last time I'm showing the cards online. So this is the first one here, and you can see we've got some white ink colouring on there, and I'll show you exactly the best way to get that effect in my class. Then we have a more lacy look with some embossing and the whitewashing technique, okay, which is another of my favourites. Then we have some colouring on embossing folders. I'll show you exactly how to achieve that as well, and how to get that nice crisp look. And the last one is 3D masking with stencils. Okay, so there's a full list of recommended items that you will need to have to do exactly these projects on my blog, on this address that's on the screen. I know what you mean. I find the classes have been good, Cherie, because people can follow along with me and feel like they're doing it with me. And that's what a lot of people tell me. It's like they've got me sitting with them in their lounge room or craft room and stamping together. And that's why I think it works so well. So yeah, I'm hoping if anyone has missed out and they haven't done it so far, if you've been sitting on the fence, tonight's the night to jump off, because I'm closing it off tonight. All the supplies will go out on Tuesday at the latest. Might get them out tomorrow if everything goes well. Hey there, Margaret. How you going? I see you pretending to be Bob. But hi, Margaret. Nice to see you. Okay, all right. For those of you who have already got the class, wait, don't order until Tuesday and you'll get free shipping. Okay, and that's nice now that they've put our shipping up in Australia. It's gone up to $6.95 minimum, or 6% of your order, whichever is the greater amount. So the fact that you get it completely free is even better. Okay. Hey, Cindy, do I have the planner? I do have the planner. Do you know I haven't opened it yet, though, because I got it in my most recent order that arrived on Friday afternoon. And I plan, pardon the pun, to show it to you guys before it goes live next month. But I don't know if I'm ready to show it to you yet. And I thought maybe I should look at it first. I'll tell you what I can show you, though. Let's show you something else tonight that is really, really nice. Let me see. Where did I put it? That'll be the interesting thing. Where did I put it? Give me 1 second. I'm grabbing it. Okay, for you girls who want to see the planner, okay, what the planner is, it's next month's joining special. Could I not open it? I just haven't. I've been busy. Okay. This is the planner. Hang on while I switch over to my desk. Here we go. This is it. Okay. Really, really pretty with that gorgeous design that Stampin'Up, a lot of Stampin'Up items have been. This is like one of their main logo designs, and I think it's really, really pretty. But it's got lots and lots of inserts and bits and pieces, and it's just got foam inside here, but the pieces come separately, and there's a stamp set. We'll go through that another time. But if anyone loves this is... Hi, Isabel. Nice to see you there. Well, I have to make sure that that I know how to put it together and that I know what I'm doing. I don't want to look silly, and although I guess we could work it out and you guys could probably tell me like normal. But it is really cool. It is a joining special for next month, and it's really cool. It comes with a stamp set, all the inserts, all the bits and pieces, and we will definitely look at it before it goes live on the 1st of July. Okay. So it is the Celebration joining special for July and August. And if you really love it, now for some of us, demonstrators had the opportunity to buy it now. Okay, and that's why I will show it before it goes live, so that if anyone is a demonstrator you're watching and you want to see what if it's worth buying, yes, you can buy it now. It's a really, really beautiful item. Really, really lovely. Yep. So that's another thing too. If you don't want to wait until next month and you really want this, join now, and you'll be able to get it as a demonstrator. In fact, oh, I wonder if you can even order it in your kit. You might be able to. I'd need to check that out. You might be able to. I think it is going to be popular too, Wendy, because it's a standalone item. The last time we had a standalone item was, and wonder if that's handy. Yep, here it is. The last standalone item I think we had was this, and that was super, super popular, and people are still trying to get hold of it. It was the mini trimmer, and it was a joining special. Demonstrators could get it the month before it went live, and then the only way to get it after that was to join to get it. Okay, and people still ask me about that. I think the planner will also be really popular in that same way. So there you go. Yeah, hey Tina and Sean. Yes, well, I think I'm going to have to show it so people can, maybe if they're in two minds about it, they can make their own decision. I think that's always the smart, and that's kind of how I really run my business. I don't expect that everyone's going to run out and buy every single thing I show. Everything I show is available for purchase. Okay, and that's just the way I do it. If you love something and you want something that I've just used, then yes, absolutely, you can go out and purchase that. However, I don't expect everyone's going to buy everything. Not everything is going to appeal to everybody, but I want you to be able to make an informed decision. If you see me using something, then all right. So I've got something else here to show you. All right. So this is coming in the new catalog, not available yet. I can't show it to you in the catalog, but I can show you the real thing. This. Does anyone see what it is? It's a new kit coming. It's called the Nourish and Flourish Kit. All right, you can see I haven't even opened mine. Let's have a little look. What's in it? It's like a insulated lunchbox. Really, really nice, like a canvas on the outside and then fully insulated on the inside. See that? Let's see if we can. I will zoom out a little bit so you can see it better. There we go. Just lifting up my stand. So this is the instructions. All right, so instructions are super important. These are the cards you're going to make. There's 9 cards. It makes up 9 cards. You can see all you've got little embellishments and things in there. Should we open it? Should we? A crumpet carrier. Oh, I like that. I think it'd be a really, really fun thing to have, to run off and have a picnic in. I think that'd be a great idea. Picnic with, I should say, not in. All right, so let me just move that so I'm getting better light. I keep on bumping my... Let's bring that down again. I think it's a really nice kit. Now, the thing you need to know about this kit, okay, it's called Nourish and Flourish, and I think it's $4.25 or thereabouts. A certain amount of the price of every single one of these kits goes to charities to raise money for charities that are involved in food shortage. So, shelters and places where they're able to feed people. I'm not sure yet what one it's going to benefit in Australia, but it's a cool thing. So this is one of our kits that we have to raise money for charity, which I think is a really cool thing. They do that from time to time, and I love that they do that. So you can see I've got dimensionals in here, and we've got some cute little pearls. They're cute. And we've got envelopes with nice little liners on the inside. Can you see those? It's nice. Well, 3 colors. Yeah, 3 colors. So it looks like pool party, or is it mint macaron, shaded spruce, and I would say that's petal pink probably. I'm sure if I look it up, the colors are in there. Now this is like embossed. These are embossed backgrounds. Can you see them? Can you see the embossing? I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there you go. You can see it better there. All right. I'm missing comments. Link off. I am so sorry. Oh, gosh. Why do I forget that? I get so engrossed in what I'm doing. I am so sorry, people. Thank you for yelling at me. So there's different embossing. See, aren't these nice? Look at these. Can you see the embossing on those? Really, really nice. Thanks for bearing with me and not giving up on me when I forget these things. All right, so really, really nice embossed card bases. Really lovely. And then the sentiment. So there's not even any stamping in this one. These would be great for a total beginner, or even for kids, I think. Then they can put these on with the dimensionals. So all of that is done for them. If you wanted to do stamping on them, of course you could. You could grab some sentiments from another set, and then there's little die cuts here. They just push out, and you just attach those. And of course everything has directions, so we love that. More little die cuts. Oh, actually, these are stickers. These are stickers. Yeah, stickers. Aren't they cool? I know, me too. I love how money's donated to charities from sales. Me too, Cindy. Thank you for saying that. I think it's yeah, it's a really, really nice set. And these are little glue dots. I have to say I much prefer glue dots on a roll. I do prefer it, but these are, they can't fit a roll sometimes into some of these kits. So in here we have our instructions, and the instructions are always done so that you can kind of follow along. You can see what pieces you're supposed to have and what result you're meant to end up with. Okay, can you see that there? So it shows you. And so this is number 1, number 2, and number 3. And it shows you which embossed background they recommend that you use. But of course you can mix and match if you want to. You don't have to do it the way they've done it. You can change it around. And they've got, some cool little ideas there for you. And here's something you might not know. You can actually scan the codes on the back of these. And so it says, watch detailed instructions for this kit when you scan this code. So you scan, just like we did for our checking in everywhere that we used to do. You would scan this little code with your phone, and it will play you a little, it'll have, I believe it's a video. It says watch detailed instructions. So it'll be a video how to put the kits together. And the same with the SU Beginner Learn Stamping Basics when you scan this QR code. So it's got like extra little bonuses there if you scan the codes. Isn't that cool? I like that. And then it shows you on the back here all the pieces you're supposed to have. So all the components of the kit. All right, so that is what is in this Nourish and Flourish kit. I love it. I think it's really beautiful, very classy. Love the embossed backgrounds. I think that's really nice, and I love the little the little coloured envelope insides. And I've got my adhesives and my pearls there, and I'm going to put it all back in my nice little, isn't it nice? So if you want to grab something really cool and do something cool for charity at the same time, I'd strongly suggest this. This will be available from the 1st of July. So I'm showing you a bit of a sneak peek here. All right. Well, it's not really a sneak peek. It's a total look through, isn't it? That's all right. I think they're really nice though. And you can see that it zips all up, and it's very, very pretty. There we go. Hey there, Subu. Nice to see you. All right. So we've got retiring stuff. We've got new stuff. We've got stuff and stuff everywhere, right? But I don't want you to put an order through unless you're ordering for the class, which I do want you to do tonight because it's closing. But if you order on Tuesday, you're going to get free shipping. Okay, so that's any order over $65. So that's a really good saving for most markets. All the markets, so no matter whether you're watching from the US or Europe, it's the 21st of June for 24 hours. Okay, so from midnight to midnight, basically. Oh, that's very early, Isabel. Very, very early. Hi, Heather. Nice to see you down there in Shepparton. I hope you're not cold. Everyone else down in Melbourne seems to be cold. All right. So what I have done is I've gone through my catalogue here, and I've marked off everything that is being retired. So, for example, the Soaring Swallows, they're marked off, so they're going. And I've actually written down if there's a discount, these guys are 50% off. Okay. So if you love them, grab them on Tuesday because you're going to get 50% off and get free shipping. Okay. So that makes it an even better deal. The Gentle Waves, I'm a bit sad to see that one go. It's 30% off, but it's going. And in Australia, up until now, I've been saying nothing is sold out. That's no longer true. We do have one item that has sold out. And do you know what it is? Anyone notice what was sold out? These are sold out. These are the pebbles that are in the in with the New Horizons suite. on this page here. See these guys? So the pebbles, and you can see I've got them highlighted there. They're actually not even marked down, but those have sold out. I guess that's why they didn't mark them down. They didn't need to because they didn't have that many left. Other things in here, like the paper, this gorgeous, gorgeous paper, absolutely beautiful, 30% off. All right, still available. On the Horizon set and the Horizon dies are also still available. So, you know, little things like that. My suggestion is go through and have a look and see if there's anything that you really want before it disappears for good. Now, some things, I've highlighted the bundle, but not the stamp set and not the dies, because the bundle is no longer going to be a thing in the new catalogue, but these two items will still be available separately. So you don't have to rush to grab them, but if you want the bundle price, I'll be getting that before the end of June because they won't be a bundle anymore. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So some items I've highlighted the bundle because the bundle's going, but the items themselves will still be individually available. So I hope that makes sense. Some things like this soft succulent ribbon, not going. That's going to be in the new catalogue. It is in the new catalogue, all right? But other things, everything else on this page is going, like this gorgeous specialty paper. That's going. So here's a little thing. I know the new Horizon paper is beautiful, Isabel. It's just one of my favorites. Love, love, love it. True, that is not Metro Melbourne. You are correct, Jenny. That is correct, but it's still cold sometimes. I'm just looking forward and trying to catch up on all your comments. I'm sorry if I've missed any comments. I should look more often, or I should get somebody, I should pay somebody like a child to actually read the comments and tell me if there's anything urgent. That's what I should do. Because I can't look at my stuff and look at comments at the same time. Never mind. All right. The other thing that's going, and I'm very sad about it, actually, is the rainbows. The rainbows are going. Now, these are 10% off and these are 10% off. But if you're buying the bundle, that's 10% off anyway. So if you're going to get the bundle, it saves you nothing. Okay, it's still the same price. But if you wanted either just the stamps or just the dies, then yes, you're better off getting them like this because they're going to be 10% off. And they're going. I'm very surprised they're going. I thought that they would go into the new catalogue, but they did not. I know. It does happen because we want it straight away. So true. I know, Subu. I get it. Yep. Hey, Lorraine, nice to see you. All right, so what shall we create with tonight? I'm actually thinking I'm going to start with something new out of the new catalogue because I really, really love it. And this is our new catalogue. There's a set in here called Abigail Rose, and I have already been playing with Abigail Rose quite a bit. It's on page 56 and 57. Okay, it's this gorgeous, gorgeous set here. You can see this is what it looks like. Absolutely beautiful. Really nice sentiments and some really fabulous flowers and leaves and things. But what I really love is this gorgeous, gorgeous paper. The paper is divine, okay? Just reading back. Have I missed anything else? That's true. At least you didn't miss out. You know, in the US, so many people have already missed out on stuff because they've got heaps of sold out stuff over in the US. And here we don't really have that issue. So partly I think that's lucky and partly I think it's not because it means that we obviously don't have as many sales here as they do, but they have a much bigger market in the US. All right, so here's the Abigail Rose paper. So beautiful. So, so gorgeous. All right, and you can see on one side, you know, I've got these gorgeous leaves. This side we've got like a, I'll bring it up close, like a fabric. It's almost like hessian, like a canvas that the flowers have been stamped on. I don't know if you can see the background very well. Just kind of see it there. It's really, really pretty. It's like fabric. And then we've got these beautiful flowers. These are nice to colour. I do like them. And this is actually, believe it or not, my favourite in the whole pack. I love it. It's, hey, Ellen, are you playing with this paper right now? So cool. Isn't it lovely? This is like smoky slate with little tiny, can you see little tiny flowers? Little tiny flowers. They're so, so cute. So cute. Love them. And then we have... I don't know if anyone else from lunch, some of us went out to lunch yesterday and Ellen was at lunch with us. Ellen, that was such a nice day. So nice. Oh, you're playing with the stamps? Right. Okay. Well, I'm going to use the stamps in a minute. This is really, really pretty. Just lots of stamps, not stamps, but lots of flowers close together. And on the background, we've got, this is kind of, once again, like a fabric kind of a look. And then really, really nice behind. And I've used quite a few of these. We already saw that one. Some of these are, I think, good for colouring, and sometimes they're quite elegant just to leave them. This is vanilla with black images, and I just think that's really pretty. I like when we have vanilla. On the back looks like a ledger. Can you see that? I would like this on the scrapbooking page. I think this would be a nice scrapbooking one. I know the paper is beautiful. It's just stunning. I don't know how you missed it, but if you did, it's not too late. It's around for a whole year until, well, nearly a year until next April. So, and this is really nice. Nice background paper. I thought this would be nice for a wedding. This is my other favorite paper in the pack. All right, this one to me looks like white ink. And as you know, I do love white ink on smoky slate. Isn't that beautiful? I think that's really pretty. So I thought we might just put together, move that out of the way, and I might cut up a couple of little bits of, I've got some crumb cake here, because crumb cake obviously goes really nicely in my bag here. I'm trying to keep my stuff straight and I keep failing. Yeah, well, there's never any end to all the things we want, is there? Never ever. All right, now, oh, one of the papers that's in here, and obviously I have already used it all up except for this little bit, so I thought, well, I'll include that. And I'm thinking today, I'm not sure how let me work it out. My paper here, this piece of paper, which is my card front, is 10 centimeters wide by 14.3 long. Okay, so I'm going to make this 13 point, will I go that way? No, I'm going to go 9.5. I'm going to go landscape this time, just for something different. This is it almost looks like tulips, these flowers. I really rather like them. It's a nice one. And I'm thinking about putting that in here, but this might be a little wide. So I'm thinking, how wide will I go? So if I went, this is 5 centimeters. I think I'm going to go down to 4, and let's see how we go with that. Because I want to have a few different pieces on the background. So that one, and then what other ones? What ones will we do? I'm thinking maybe that could be nice. And maybe this one. I haven't used this. Oh yeah, I've used the background. I've used this side. I just haven't used this one. So I'm going to try and use that one. So I'm going to make it, it's going to be 9.5, and I'll use part of this for another one. Let's go 4 centimeters across. So this would be a good way to use up scraps if you were trying to use up scraps. And I'm thinking, will I go with this one? I think I will. The ledger would be nice too, but anyway, well, let's go 4. I'm cutting it the other way this time, but it doesn't matter. We just want 4 by 9.5 to go onto our piece. So the paper is just, because all the neutrals go so beautifully together, and they really do, like the smoky, you wouldn't think maybe all of them would go, but you've got smoky slate, you've got crumb cake, you've got soft suede, you've got a whole bunch of different ones. So I'm going to have these a little bit spread out. They're 4 centimeters across, so I'm going to have about there. So I've got sort of similar gaps in between each one. I think that looks rather good. If I wanted to, and in fact I think I do, I'm going to cut it down to just a little bit less wide. So I'm going to make it 0.5 centimeter less. So I'm going to go down to 9. I think that's better. You can go with designer series paper. You can cut through 3 layers at once. It's probably, you know, I don't do it very often, but which way will I go? That way and that way. I think that looks better. That looks better. A little bit. So that's looking really pretty, and just the colors are just so nice. Using dark in the center. Oh, they could be cyclamens. I don't know. They kind of look tulipy to me, but they could be. I don't know. Doesn't matter. They're flowers. That's what they are. Can't see a number to order the planner with. Okay, that is in one of the recent updates. And I would find it for you if I can find it really fast. Otherwise, somebody else may know exactly where it is. Let me just quickly, I've got to log back in because I've been logged out too long and it's timed out. So, let me see weekly updates. It might have been. Does anyone remember where the planner was? Actually, you know where it probably is? On the celebration page in the Happening Now section. I will just double check. And I think from memory, I think it's for demonstrators. It's yes. Okay, so it's $79 Australian for demonstrators only, or free when you join in July or August. The item number is 159957, and it's called the Making Plans Collection. All right, if you're in New Zealand, it's $95. Okay, so we can get it now, but you have to be a demonstrator to get it. Does that make sense to everybody? You like the dark one in the middle? Is that better? You like where this is going? Oh, good. That makes me feel good. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, we can use Tombow, we can use Seal, really doesn't matter. I think Tombow sometimes is a little more forgiving because you can move it into place. In fact, I'm doing something I say I shouldn't do, and I'm doing the side one there. You should put the center one down first because it's easier to position it. In fact, sometimes, and you may have seen me do this before, I line my grid paper up so it's right in the middle of my grid. So right about there. And then that way I know exactly where this needs to go on that center line. So on that note, I guess what I need to tell you is that it is always a good time to become a demonstrator. You don't have to wait for a special, and sometimes not waiting is good because then you can get the perks and bits and pieces that demonstrators get a little earlier, like discounts on your orders, and you know, we get the ability to order ahead of time on things that are normally just joining specials. And you could order it as part of your kit, which essentially means you could get it for free. So if anyone wants to join early, just let me know. I'm just gonna, so I've kind of got them evenly spaced there, pretty much. And the good thing about Tombow is if I don't think it's quite spaced the way I want it to, I can move it because it's still damp, still wet. All right, so I want to stamp the flower, this beautiful big flower. And because I did a class the other day with this, I still have it sitting on my Stampin'Up. So I've also got the piece cut out and ready. I had a template set up for a class, but normally you would just stamp it on a piece of paper and then cut around it with your die. But I have done this ahead of time. And I'm going to use Early Espresso ink. You got the hippos, I know, aren't they cute? There you go. Jodie's just put up the number. I'll put it up, but I'll promise I'll take it down again. There you go. If you're looking for it, if you're a demonstrator, you can order it now. All right, so what I've done, I've got a template here. I've got my pre-cut blank die cut, and I'm just going to stamp straight on with that. There we go. Isn't that nice? So it's all ready to go, all cut out. All right, and I just used Early Espresso. Huh. Yeah, I don't know either. Interesting. Were you in a demonstrator order when you did it? Because you have to be in a demonstrator order to be able to get the special. All right. Now I'm going to colour these in Petal Pink. and I'm using my blends markers. Now, when you are wanting to use alcohol markers, you need to use water-based inks, which is what our classic inks are. So these normal classic inks are water-based. It says right here, water-based dye ink, and that's what you use with your alcohol markers, okay? I know a few people get confused about which ink should I use, but that's the one. And because it's quite a subtle colouring in this colour, Petal Pink is kind of an apricot-y pink. In fact, some people will just tell you actually it's just apricot, really. But it's called Petal Pink. So I'm sort of colouring the darker colour wherever I see the shading on the flower. And then I'm going to use my light one to do my blending. Now, with such a light colour, you don't have to be as careful. The darker the colour, it seems, and the more dramatic, the more it's noticeable if you don't blend properly. But with this one, it's not bad. And the alcohol kind of continues to do its blending work even after you've moved on to the next petal. So it's kind of cool. All right. That looks rather good, doesn't it? Now let me see. Do I have a Winker Stella here? That's going to be nice. Winker Stella is lovely in a flower center, I think, and it also kind of picks up a little bit of the ink color, so it also it makes that flower center. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see the sparkliness of it? It's hard to see, but you can kind of see it. Yes, the free delivery is on Tuesday, over $65. That's right. So don't order until Tuesday. That'll be for all orders, whether they're demonstrator orders, workshop orders, customer orders. All orders over $65 will get the free delivery. All right. So this is starting to come together. And I think you guys were right about putting the darker piece in the middle, because that's going to stand out there. And I've got a vellum circle. And I'm going to put that under there because actually I might even move a little bit to the side. Deciding where I want this to go. It's nice, isn't it? Isn't this beautiful? So I'm going to put this. I'm actually thinking. No, I think I'll just leave it. I was thinking I could put some color over the background here, but I think this is such a subtle, neutral kind of a thing. We don't need to worry about that. But if I was, if it was more colorful, yes, I would probably add some color to the vellum piece behind. And this is the finish. Apart from those edge bits, that's the finish, the last actual full dimensional on that sheet. That's all right. I've got more. It's all good. Don't worry. Always have more dimensionals. Very important. Now, I did get asked by someone the other day about what about colouring the leaves. Now, if you want to colour the leaves, you certainly can, but I would stick with a really neutral colour, probably mint macaron, which is quite light, or soft succulent, and, really only add a hint of colour. I don't know that it needs it. I'll tell you what else you could do. You could add Winker Stella, and it'll pick a little bit of colour up from the ink and just make them sparkly. So they'll end up with a little bit of colour, but more the brown. So I think sometimes, yeah, that looks good, actually. It's more subtle. I just think you've got to be careful, because a lot of the greens we have are too strong, and adding colour to the leaves can take away from the look of your card. So we're just going to go Winker Stella. Memento is basically water-based. It will give you the same effect as water-based. It is. Yep, I use Memento in place of water-based classic ink. So, in fact, that's why they've kept it there, because it's great for working with your blends. Memento works really well with blends. All right, so I'm going to put a couple more dimensionals behind here, but not very many, not too many. Oh, hang on. That's better. Well, some of you may have already heard this news that I'm actually going over to New Orleans for the Backstage Conference, which is the leader conference in the US in the end of August. I'm so excited. It's my first trip for a while. Yes. Am I anxious? A tiny bit. I'm more anxious about the fact that we're leaving the kids. My daughter's almost 20, so, you know, she's not really a kid, is she? My son will kind of be under her supervision. He's turning 17 this year. That's going to be interesting. I'm a little bit anxious about that. I'm thinking I'm going to have to, actually, now I put that on, I'm going to move it because I decided I don't actually like it there. I'm going to move it to one side. Oh, I do like the Winker Stella though, guys. That's looking really good. All right, I'm going to pop it there. Now we need a greeting, and I'm thinking, well, where will I? I've got a piece of white here that would be fine for that. Let me just see which greetings I will use. The one I've been using on everything is the Stylish Shapes dies. I've been using the banners from these. These are going to, I'm going to have to, you know, they may not last me forever because I think I use them all the time on everything. So clearly they're going to be well loved and well used. And I think a happy birthday on this one would look good. Don't you? This would be a nice birthday card. The banner sticking out. Absolutely. That is my plan. It'll be sort of coming out over here. And then I think we also may need, just thinking about it, we may also need a little bit of paper. I mean, I've got a little bit of leftover paper here from, that's the back of this guy. Okay, and we might use that as well. So that might look good. Oh, I've got a longer piece. That'll be even better. All right. These, I'm using up scraps at this point. So the happy birthday from this set. Let me grab my happy birthday. There's also one that says Friends Forever. That's nice too. I like that one. But happy birthday obviously is very useful. Let's pop that on. And we'll use our early espresso again. I will. Thank you, Heather. Yeah, I'm excited and nervous all at once. It's been a long time, but also I love traveling and I've missed it so much. I love airports. I love the whole airport experience. I love airport, even love airport food. It's expensive. I like airplane food. So yeah, I'm a diehard travel girl. I really would love to, you know, if I could afford to travel all the time, everywhere, I would. But of course, we haven't been anywhere since, you know, 2019 was our last trip when we went to the Greek Isles with Stampin'Up that year. So let me just grab, deciding which die cut machine to use, my big one or my small one. The big one is closer, so I think that's the one that we're going to play with. So let's bring that in. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to lift this up because it makes it easier to see. You can also see more of my messy desk, but hey, that's all right. They tell me that a messy desk is a sign of creativity, which means I'm super duper creative. I am so creative, it's ridiculous. Anyone else want to join me? Who else is a messy crafter? Or are you girls all neat freaks? Not me. My mind is moving so fast from one project to the next one. Sometimes I can't, you know, by the time I get to the second or third project, I can't find anything. All right, so we've cut out our little banner. And let's zoom back down. Sorry about the bump. You lose things. Oh, I'll tell you what I lost. I swung around. I was making a card and I swung around the other day while listening to something, and one of my AirPods, my brand new AirPods from Stampin'Up, flew out of my ear and I haven't found it since. I still don't know where it went. I had my son in here looking for it earlier. Right, so this is going to end up right about here, which I think looks rather good. Doesn't that look nice? And then I'm thinking what we want to do is we want to have a little bit of stripy action happening down the bottom here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my steel, or you could use, you know, whatever glue you like. I'm going to just run that along the edge there, and I'm going to put this onto that so that the stripes stick out the bottom. Can you see that? Just like that. And then we're going to get our scissors, bring it up here for you, bring up my scissors, and I'm going to cut that off in line with my banner. And this one, same over this side, cut it off in line with my banner. And now I have kind of like a little stripy edge to my banner, which I think looks rather nice. What do you think? Do you like that? Well, you know, I know some people are able to. The other thing is, once I'm done for the day, I'm just done. I want to leave. And Cherie knows what I'm like. I just chuck things, right? And I'm just done. I've had enough. I'm ready to go on and move on to something else. And so it all gets left exactly where it is until the next time I come back to the craft room. So yeah, I'm not known to be tidy, and I used to be embarrassed about that and think I was lacking somehow, but I've realized it's just the way I am, and that's okay. Whoops, I'm gonna move that so it's exactly straight, and then tuck the edge under here. All right, like that. Now, the other thing, of course, that we could do, I'm not going to because I think it's going to overwhelm the card, but something else you could do, of course, is add some of the beautiful natural finish ribbon. This ribbon is also part of this suite, and it is gorgeous. We could have a little bit, like a bit of a frayed edge maybe. I really love, actually, where are my ribbon scissors? Give me a second. If we can't find them, that's okay. I'll just use my snips for now. But what you do is you can fray a little bit of this, and we could have a little bit of it popping out from over here somewhere. So how about we do that? And just that little edge. And that way we get to use the ribbon. I love this ribbon. I like the fact that it frays so easily. And you want to, if you're not sure what to do with it, just go with it. Just go, okay, it's a frayed edge. I'm going to make it fray, and I'm going to live with that. If you don't like frayed ribbon, the secret of working with frayed ribbon is to fray it more so it looks like it's meant to be frayed. If you have it that it doesn't look like it's meant to be, then it just looks not good. But yeah, so I'm going to cut this off with my not ribbon scissors, because who knows where those are. Oh, guess what? Here they are. I see them. There. That's okay. And this is going to go, actually it's a little bit too long, so let's cut it shorter. And I'm going to have it in here somewhere, and it's going to poke out there. Maybe it'll poke out here. What do you think? Down lower? Does that look good? Or would we like to have it going somewhere else? No, that looks silly. That looks silly. So I think definitely over this side. Ha 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 ha, Sibu. That's because I'm facing the bits that don't look messy. You're so funny. It's very amusing to me that people find my craft room tidy. But yeah, you only see the good stuff. But I do actually need to have a clean up. Every now and then I have to get in and clean it up, make something look like, make it look like I care. There we go, just like that. I think that looks rather good. And the last thing I'm going to pop on, and you could use gold or metallic dots, or we've got lots of different ones, but I'm going to use iridescent rhinestones because I love these guys. I use them on everything. I just think they're beautiful. And we're going to add a medium, a large, a medium, and a small one, which I think I'll put up here. Right, now this needs to go on a basic white card base. So the last thing I'm going to say tonight, because we've spent a bit of time looking at stuff tonight, and I'm thinking that this is going to be just a nice card for us to call it a night with this one. However, I did want to just mention before I go that the white ink class ends tonight, the online technique class. You guys are welcome to just buy the tutorial if you would like. If you're in my team, the perk is you can buy just the tutorial and you get sent the supplies. Okay, and we've had quite a few team members take that up this month. On the other hand, if you would like all the supplies, just place an order tonight of $50 or more and you will automatically be sent the supplies. You need to be in Australia, though, for that option. Now, I just noticed I got a bit of glue there, a bit of a mark, and I'm just going to get rid of that with mine. This is the only thing I'm using tonight that you can't buy from us. Once upon a time, we used to sell them, but we no longer do. But I still use mine. It's still fantastic. And you can buy adhesive removers, they're called. You can buy them at a craft store. There we go. I'm calling that a finished card. What do you think? Do we like it? The measurements of the DSP, these 3 pieces, do you mean? Oh, good idea, Subu. It's not Father's Day here. Our Father's Day is in September. Yours is a different time of the year to us. Oh, thank you. Yes, don't forget to order on Tuesday because it certainly helps people save a little bit of money on their postage. Absolutely. I'm glad you like it. A white rubber also works. Good point, Megan. Thank you for saying that. That's great. I'm really happy with this card. I think it's really pretty. All right. I hope you all have a fantastic week. Okay. Be safe. Don't forget, these are going. All right. But if you want them, check over onto the blog, and I will make sure that there's instructions there how to buy the tutorial. There's a PayPal button. And if you're on YouTube and you haven't subscribed to my blog, to my channel, please do that, because that, of course, is how I reach out to people and you get notified when I go live. So that's great. All right. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a fantastic week, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.